Let's talk about systems of inequalities. So remember, a system of equation is when we have two equations that are graphed on the grid. You find the solution is where they intersect. But with inequalities, inequality is where you're going to shade above or below, and you're looking for the double shaded area. So let's talk about how we shade. First thing is the line being solid or dashed. If it doesn't have the or equal to, it is a dashed line. We're going to dash the line. If it's or equal to, we are going to draw a solid. And then less than or equal to, less than equal to, less means we're going to shade below. See how this makes an L? If you were to kind of use your left hand, L. We have greater than is going to be above. So the solution is all points in the shaded region and points on a solid line. So let's go ahead and do our first example. We're going to use Desmos. So make sure to get out your computer whenever we're ready to do that. Let's solve these for y because the only way to put them into Desmos is to have y out front. So go ahead and write 5x minus 4y greater than or equal to 4. So we want to solve it for y. So I'm going to draw a line down the inequality sign. So we did this the other day where we subtracted the x from both sides and then divided by the number in front of y. So we're going to subtract the 5x on both sides. I'm going to put it out to the side like that. So the 5x being subtracted on this side is going to cancel, and we get negative 4y is greater than or equal to 4 minus 5x. I'm not going to rearrange or simplify or anything. Just going to keep it like that. Then we need to get y by itself. So we're going to divide everything by what's in front of y. What a lot of people forget is that this is a minus, but when nothing is in front, then we say that is a negative for y. So we got to divide everything, see, I can't even talk, by a negative 4 all the way through. But remember the golden rule or the major rule when dealing with inequalities. If you divide by a negative, what do you do with this sign?
You switch it.
Yeah, we're going to switch it. We're going to flip it. So it's y is now less than or equal to. If we want to simplify these, we can. If we don't, we can leave them. But let's think about what's 4 divided by 4? 1, but we still have a negative there, so it's negative 1. And then what is a negative divided by a negative? Positive 5/4x. So we need to graph these. To graph, we graph the y-intercept first, so go down to negative 1. That's our y-intercept, the negative 1, because it doesn't have the x. But our slope is the 5/4, because it does have the x. That's your mx. So let's do our slope. Rise 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 2 points. That's all we need in order to graph. So use your ID badge, your journal, something to draw this line. Also, that's or equal to, so it is going to be a solid line. So let's make that solid line. Then we've got a shade. So what is this symbol? Look above. What is that symbol telling us to how to shade? Below. Think about less than, lower. So go to your y-intercept and go below it. And that's the area you shade. So let's shade this area. Now let's do the other one. 2x plus 3y is greater than 9. So we subtract the x on both sides and then divide by the 3. Get 3y is greater than 9 minus 2x. How do I get y all by itself? Divide by 3 all the way through. So y is greater than, what's 9 divided by 3? 3. And I'm going to keep this because 2 divided by 3 isn't going to reduce down to a whole number. So 2x over 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So that's why I changed that to 3. You don't have to. You could keep it the exact same. Okay, what kind of line is this going to be? Dashed or solid? Dashed. And then, so we are going to start with the y-intercept. What's the y-intercept? So on this equation, what is the y-intercept? 3. So go to your y-axis, put a dot on the 3. And then how are we going to do our slope? Rise over run? Down 2. Right 3. Down 1, 2. Right 1, 2, 3. Make a dashed line. And then this is greater than, so how are we going to shade that? Which direction am I going to shade this? Top, yeah. So go to your y-intercept and then go above that. So all of this area above my red line is my shaded region. So what would be the solution of the system? So I'm going to point to each area. You're going to say yes or no. Is this a solution set? No. Is this a solution set? No, because it's not double shaded. Is this a solution set? Yes. Okay. So just shade it. Just this little, it almost looks like a right triangle, right? Yep. It almost looks like a right triangle. Almost. This is not the solution set. You're looking for a double shade. Okay, so we just need to check this in Desmos. So go to Desmos. Desmos does not do inequalities on its own. So I'm just going to put in the equation. Y equals -1 plus 5x over 4. So that's my first equation. And I drew mine with that being blue, so I think I'm going to change it. to blue. And then the other one is y equals 3 minus 2x over 3. That one's going to be red, so I'm going to change that color to red. Oh, and that's dashed, right? I can change it to dashed, which is cool. No, you don't have to change it. So now we see the two lines that we drew. So go ahead and do that so you can have the good practice.